Hello, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Falmouth. I am Michael.
And I'm Susan.
And hello, Susan.
Hi, Michael. How
Have you
you
been
doing?
outside today? I'm
Yeah, it's
good. I'm
beautiful. In
good.
fact, I ate lunch outside today. Wow, November. Aren't we lucky?
Well, as you know, I came home for lunch because I forgot my laptop at
Mm-hmm.
home. So I left the office, and I'm so glad I did because the ride was beautiful. And I too actually ate outside and
Yeah.
now inside, but it's what a wonderful, wonderful day.
Yeah, it's truly gorgeous. You got to take advantage of these days before the winter sets in. So,
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh
absolutely.
yeah.
So, we got a few things to talk about today.
Great.
There's a few things going on, some in person and some still there's a lot of virtual stuff because we're like in the middle of a little bit of an uptick here, so people are being careful. So we're going to start out with the alternative gift market, which normally takes place at St. Barnabas Church, but it is virtual this year, and it is running from November 7th through November 15th, Sunday. And you can go on to their website, alternativegiftmarketcapecod.org. You can choose from 24 local, national, and global charities to give a gift to instead of buying gifts for other people.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, and this has been, I don't know how many years this has been. It was very popular, so it comes
Mhm.
back every year. Yeah.
I know.
On Wednesday, November 11th, from 7 to 8:30 p.m., Falmouth Museums on the Green is presenting a virtual talk. That's a Zoom talk. The Boston Massacre: A Family History with Serena Zabin. I know you'll find this interesting. You're a history buff. On a late winter evening in 1770, British soldiers shot and killed 5 local unarmed citizens. Um, One fascinating truth that's been obscured from the beginning of the Revolutionary War story is that a lot of these conflicts were personal, that there were British troops who had been embedded within the communities locally, and there were personal antagonisms
Yeah, there
that helped
was.
fuel the start of this
It was.
of the American Revolution. And this is about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. On November 12th through 19th, Cape Cod Community College Center for Corporate and Professional Education is presenting employee training, safety, and employment law awareness. This is a Zoom class. It's on Thursdays for 2 weeks from 2 to 4 p.m. Um, Employee engagement is a key to success of every business model. And this is a class to help you reduce absenteeism, improve retention, increase profits, elevate customer satisfaction, and even get higher safety scores.
Makes a lot of sense, especially
Yeah,
now.
especially now. Yeah.
Yeah, really. So that's great. They have so many
Uh-huh.
good things there. That's awesome.
Oh, they
Great.
really do. Many, many, many things to choose from. I think, like I've told you, I've taken a few of their online classes,
Hmm.
and this is before the whole Zoom thing. This is, a few years back. They offer those online classes. Lots to choose from, both professional and personal enrichment, very nominally priced, at your own pace, well done classes. So certainly check out their catalog. On Thursday, November 12th, from 7 to 9 p.m., Falmouth Academy Community Series continues with The Butterfly Effect with author Dr. Edward D. Melillo. And that is also virtual, available via FCTV, Falmouth Academy Facebook and YouTube channels. Amherst College Professor of History and Environmental Science and FA alumnus, Dr. Edward Melillo, gives a pre-recorded presentation which explores the interesting and surprising ways insects shape and sustain our modern way of life.
Huh.
Yeah, and it
That's
will be
pretty
followed.
interesting.
Isn't that cool? Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we rely on insects just like we rely on bacteria and viruses and all the ooky things we don't want to think about. All the
Yeah,
stuff
that's
that
true.
lives on and in our body and
No, that's
all that
true.
stuff. Yeah. So
That'll be it.
yeah,
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 fascinating. That's awesome.
insects are there too. We need them in order to
Yeah.
sustain us. Don't squash that bug.
Oh.
Anyway, this is sponsored in part by the Woods Hole Foundation, and there's information on our website, falmouthchamber.com, on
Excellent.
all of these things, how to log on or sign up or what have you. On Thursday, November 12th, 7 to 8:30 p.m., Falmouth Museums on the Green is presenting the virtual talk, The First Ladies with Michelle Coughlin. During the 17th and early 18th centuries, social class was ever so important. And despite the entrenched tradition of patriarchy, high-ranking women could yield more power than lower status men. So these are the first lady, wives of the governors of America's original 13 colonies, and the power that they wielded.
Oh, yeah,
That's again,
absolutely.
yep, that's again a virtual Zoom talk.
That's some good historical stuff going on here. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah.
And they
On
probably had, it's funny, those two topics are very much intertwined when you're talking about, the killing of the 5 civilians in 1770, and because of the intricacies of the British soldiers here. I mean, this speaks right to it, where the governor's wives were, of course, here in society and dealing with people, regular citizens, and who knows, there's always been drama.
yeah,
It's not something new, it's
yeah,
not something
yeah,
our kids invented. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Human beings, we love our drama, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, wow. That sounds like two cool
Keeps us
things. All right.
occupied. On Friday, November 13th, from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., the Cape Cod Community College Four Seas Hyannis Center, which is on Main Street in Hyannis, is offering an 8-hour HAZWOPER. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. 8-hour HAZWOPER refresher course. OSHA 8 HAZWOPER refresher. It covers regulation, worksite safety, hazard communication, emergency action plans, contingency plans, fire protection and prevention, back safety, container handling, confined spaces, air monitoring, decontamination,
Wow.
PPE, and respiratory protection. So many businesses fall under the OSHA umbrella, and it's necessary that they have these certain plans in place. So this is a refresher offered by Cape Cod Community College, November 13th, 8:30.
Sounds like a has whopper.
HAZWOPER, it's HAZWOPER, so
Oh, that's whopper. Oh.
or Whopper. Anyway, top 3 things to look at when your business is facing financial difficulty. This is offered by the Massachusetts Small Business Development Center Network.
Great.
And it's a virtual program on Friday, November 13th at 1 o'clock. John Leland, Lee Goldberg, and Cliff Robbins from MSBDC Business Advisors will offer an online discussion of the top 3 things to look for when facing a financial crisis. And you will also hear 3 successful pivoting stories from veteran small business owners.
That's great.
Who have faced substantial losses related to COVID-19.
Yeah, that's like a must see, I think. That sounds great.
Yeah,
That's great.
between Cape Cod Community College Center for Professional and Corporate and Professional Education and the Massachusetts Small Business Development Network, there's a lot of help out there, a lot of information.
Score as well.
Seed, things like
that. Just a lot out there. Take advantage of it. These people
definitely.
only, there's no substitute for experience. Like you said, there are people going to be speaking about real life experiences. So take advantage of these resources. They're free.
Yeah. They can be helpful.
People there to help. So great.
On Friday, November 13th, from 7 to 8:30 p.m., a Zoom presented by St. Barnabas Memorial Church, Nature's Best Hope lecture and Q&A. This is a new approach to conservation that starts in your yard, presented by Douglas W. Tellamy.
Neat.
Yeah.
Neat.
And then speaking of hope, on Wednesdays through Saturdays from 10 to 4 o'clock, November 14th through December 16th, Katuitt Center for the Arts is presenting an exhibit, Hope, an open juried exhibit at the Katuitt Center for the Arts.
Neat.
Yeah, and so this exhibition titled Hope is designed for artists to express their visions of a hopeful tomorrow.
Excellent.
And it will be free of charge, and that's at the Katuitt Center for the Arts.
Wonderful.
And then finally, Another Zoom program by Cape Cod Community College Center for Corporate and Professional Education. This runs November 16th through December 9th, Mondays and Wednesdays, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. It is management in today's workplace. There are employer grant funds available. There's information on the calendar listing on how to find out if you qualify for those funds. This is about managing teams in today's workplace. Help you to enhance your communication skills, set expectations, and provide you with the tools to manage your team effectively.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's good. And you need to know that things are changing, and, you know, people sometimes, I think, take that for granted, but leading an organization takes a lot. And again, some of these programs that are offered, they're just invaluable, and for no cost, take advantage.
And they're no cost. Yeah.
Great.
And they might help you dig your way out of the whole COVID-19 morass, you know.
And what's the other big news for this weekend, Susan?
What is the other big news for this weekend?
I know. We're going to be filming the 57th annual Christmas parade this weekend. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I want to reach out. We really want to thank all our sponsors. So many people came up to really support this event. They'll be listed when we go live with this, live, quote unquote. And then all the organizations that are putting representatives. It's going to be a much smaller parade, a much more limited participation, but and we thank the select board for allowing us to work with the special events committee of the town of Falmouth to put this together in a safe COVID way. There'll be no spectators, as we've said before. We're going to film it. There'll be a voiceover. There'll be music that's getting put together by Falmouth High School Band.
In fact, I think they're creating music, aren't they?
I do. I believe that's the case.
That's very interesting.
It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Santa's coming.
Santa's coming.
And
but remember that all of this will be presented to the community virtually. We'll be posting it on our social media. We'll be posting it on our webpage. FCTV will be airing it, and it's the usual day of Holidays by the Sea weekend, which is this year December 5th through the 7th.
That's right.
And so on the 7th is when on the 7th, is it the 7th?
6th. I think it's the 6th.
I'm sorry.
I think it's
the
4th to the 6th.
Yeah. So on December 6th, when we would normally be having the Christmas parade, we will air this at that time. Yep. So it'll be aired as live, even though it's not, but a lot of work going into this, a lot of behind the scenes. So anyway, it's happening, and big shout out and thank you to everybody who's helping make it possible. And on that same theme, the registration is open now for the virtual jingle jog. Right. And it's going to be you'll get a bib. We encourage you to dress up. You'll be able to run or walk those miles in your own neighborhood at your own pace. Post your pictures of finishing the 3.1. I think it's 3.1 miles. And then there will be contests through Facebook, and prizes will be prizes.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be stuff, goodies. There'll be goodies, I think.
Goodies,
so,
okay.
bragging rights and goodies. So it's
probably
all good.
Bragging rights. Yeah, best of bragging rights.
And it's wonderful. People coming out supporting the chamber, helping us support local businesses and organizations. Right. Amazing community we live in, and thank you all for all your support and your participation. So, all right.
So that's it for this week.
That's it. We'll see you next week then, right?
Yeah. Have a great week.
Great week.